Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs and welcome to a tutorial for a pretty much one-wide, flush, but activated piston door. Now, I'm not normally a redstone guy, and to those of you who are, this design will probably not come across as very original. I'm sure you've seen designs like this before, probably some that are even more efficient or more flashy, but I thought I'd share this because it was something I built from scratch, without any inspiration from any other door designs, and the redstone behind it is actually pretty simple, which is perfect for a novice like me. Now, the idea behind this door is that underneath here is an observer block, which are new to 1.11, although you can substitute your favorite bud mechanism of choice if you don't have access to 1.11 if you're building in an earlier version of Minecraft. But basically anything you do with this block here will cause the door to either open or close. So I've got a grass block here. If I just remove the grass block in creative mode, it pops open the door. Another way you could use this, for example, is to have a grass block here that you could just till, turning it into farmland with a hoe, and that would eventually revert back to dirt and close the door behind you, although when it reverts back to grass, if it's surrounded by more grass, it's going to update again and then the door will reopen, so you might want to think about that differently. My favourite block to use for this whole process is a redstone ore block, because this is one you can just right-click or punch if you're in survival mode, or even just walk over, and it will change the state of the door. Now, right now, it's going to be closed if you've got a redstone ore block there. If you just tap it once with the right-click, it will open, and then after a certain amount of time, that block will update again, and it's just going to close again. So essentially what you've got there is a door on a sort of random timer. So for this design, you will need 9 sticky pistons, 1 observer block, 15 redstone dust, if I've counted correctly, 5 redstone torches, a block of redstone, a few building blocks of your choice, and a couple of slabs just for redstone current transfer. Now you're going to want to start off with a 7-block long strip like this, and this is where a redstone block is going to go, and then either side of that is going to run the current that's going to activate the sticky pistons all around this door. So the first thing you want to do is place that down just so you know where you're working, and you probably want to build out a little bit here, because right here is going to go a sticky piston and an observer block is going to be facing downwards into that, so that the eye of it outputs into the piston like so, and the face is going to be facing upwards, so that's how you'll know that the piston is going to be activated there. Now 2 more of your sticky pistons are going to go right here, 1 on top of the redstone block and 1 occupying the block next to it. You can just place that on top of the redstone dust because the hitbox will allow you to place a block up here. Now at the end of here you want to come up 1 block and put a redstone torch on top of that so it's deactivated by this current, and then you want to do the same on the opposite side over here like so. Now, moving over to this torch on the left, you want to pop down a block on top of this redstone torch and then add a torch to the top of it and to the side of it. Next thing you're going to do is place a block right there next to this piston here, and then add in some redstone that's going to activate that piston there. Next up, you're going to add yet another block to this stack over here on the left and add a piston sticking out the side of that. Now that is being powered by the torch underneath it, which means the sticky piston is going to be facing inwards like so. You want to add another sticky piston on top of that, and to power this one, we're going to put some redstone dust on there, and those 2 are now pushing in so that they are locking the blocks in with the rest of our sticky pistons already. You want to do a similar thing over here on the right, pop a block on top of there, pop a redstone torch on top of there, and then have the sticky piston actually powered directly by this redstone torch. So redstone torch on top of there, sticky piston coming out of it like so, and then pop another sticky piston on top of that, add another block on top of that, and then that one there will be powered as well. The next step is going to be a little bit trickier because we need to transfer redstone current to 2 downwards facing sticky pistons up here. So what you want to do is build yourself a channel for the current to run up like so. It's going to come up to about there, and then from here, next to this redstone dust, you want a sticky piston facing downwards. So I'm going to pop that one on there like so, and you'll see it lines up with the rest of these quite nicely. This block here is going to be a problem because you need to get some redstone current to there, and that's why you need this space to be about 10 high, because we're going to run some redstone current up here using slabs. We're going to put another one over here like so, so that the redstone current can flow up to there, and then we're just going to run the redstone current across the top there so it activates this block here, which activates the sticky piston. Now the door mechanism is pretty much complete. All we need to do is fill in these blocks here like so, and it's going to leave a gap in the middle here, kind of like an etho door, I think they're called. I think etho sort of popularized this design because you're leaving out the center block, which means you don't have to worry about double extenders and stuff like that in a door design like this. But then all you need to do is do something to that block here, and all of these blocks will retract. Now obviously you're going to want to fill in the extra blocks along the sides here to make sure that the door seems kind of flush, like a 3x3 space when you open it, but that's not going to affect the redstone mechanism at all. So as you can see, if we pop a block in there, it's just going to collapse around it like that. Now, to demonstrate exactly which blocks are moving, I'm going to swap these out with some stone blocks so you can see precisely what's going on here. We're going to pop the stone next to the sticky pistons, and you'll see that this block, this block, this block, and this block aren't really necessary. They are just there to make this a 3x3 space when you open it. Pop something down on there, and everything closes up nice and tight like that. And that is a door design that you can use to conceal your base. If you want to put maybe like a cliff face kind of base up here, have grass leading up to it, and then an unassuming cliff face, when you hoe the grass in front of it, turns into something like this, and I can just get rid of that block. And you can always just walk around the central block if you want to hide it that way. Alternatively, just use it as a fancy door inside of your base, which I've done in my Decidedly Vanilla series, where you'll see that design popping up in a future video. But that's going to be it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the door design, and I hope you guys will find a use for this in your world. Thanks for watching. My name has been Pixlriffs. Leave a like on the episode if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and leave a comment for the return of tutorials. I hope you guys enjoyed this design because it was a lot of fun returning to making tutorials. I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.